at Corvinus University. Good to see you, sir.
Good to see you, thank you.
Do you think the Fed's got more work to do? Do you think they're done?
Well, that's their job, but certainly inflation is high. It's not as high as here. Here we have the record, the unfortunate record, 25% March on March, but the Fed is doing what I think the textbooks says should do. Well, increase the interest rate.
Right, but this question of whether the banking crisis has in itself created a further tightening through credit. And Jerome Powell, and in the Fed statement, they say we really don't know, A, about the monetary lag, and B, about these other matters.
Well, if the Fed waits a bit too much, then would be the message that there's a big trouble in the banking industry. So I think if there's a schedule and you follow your schedule, that's I think that's the central banker's job. The health of the financial sector is always an issue if the interest rate changes so fast. So I understand, but that's for the Fed. We have other worries here.
Right, let's talk about your worries. 25% inflation, 40% food inflation plus. Interest rates anywhere north of 15 to 18%. Yeah. I mean, why is the economy not on its knees?
Well, we have a recession probably. We'll see the figures coming out, but the last two quarters was a technical recession, and the inflation, as you say, is extremely high, and the problem is that we are not in the Eurozone. So we're talking about the hoof inflation, the Hungarian forint inflation, because Hungary is not member of the Eurozone. Don't ask me why.
But is this inflation, and I know there's a variety of reasons, some of it is from higher fuel prices, but that will fall out the index as it comes. Some of it is hoof inflation, other of it, it's not demand inflation, it's supply inflation, which suggests interest rates won't really work.
Yeah. Last year there was a demand side, you know, the election year, and then the government poured a lot of money into the Hungarian families and businesses. But this year is not. But it's the momentum is still on. But a particular Hungarian story is the exchange rate, because Hungarian forint is volatile and it's pretty weak.
There is no way that Hungary could join the euro, even if it wanted to, anytime soon.
Well, first you want to do that. If the government doesn't want to do that, then it will never join. But right now, we don't meet any of the entry conditions, unfortunately, because inflation is too high, interest rate is too high, the deficit is too high, debt is too high, and then we have not joined the exchange rate mechanism.
Good to see you, sir. Thank you very much indeed. I can't say it's many places I've been to where. What was inflation when you were the governor?
17, well, 2-digit.
There's no answer to that. Thank you, sir.